Step-by-step guide how to override mirror neurons. What are mirror neurons? They are brain cells that make you copy or feel what others are feeling or doing, even if you don't mean to. Example, I burped. That's not that example. Someone yawns, then you yawn. Someone is nervous, then you feel nervous too. Someone is angry, and then your body feels tight or alert. For autistic people, this can cause overwhelm, emotional confusion, sudden mood shifts, feeling like your emotions are your own. But I think this applies for everyone, not just autistic people. And I think that we should really address it. If we're really pursuing greatness, trying to become sublime, then we should do our absolute best to, I guess, not mirror other people's emotions, because a lot of people are unhappy. And if you, why do you think there's a saying, birds of a feather flock together, or the average of the people you hang out with? Well, I want to take a step further and say just mere exposure and reflection of another person's individual will be at your detriment, is what I'm trying to say. And that's why we should do our best to override our mirror neurons and make it so that we no longer reflect other people's emotions. Instead, it's all on them. It's up to them. Like, because at this point, man, like if your vibes are great, right, then that's the way it's gotta be. Have other people reflect your love, right? You know, because I mean this from a positive place. Like, if you're giving out love, you're really thriving. No reason to drop down because of mirror neurons is what I'm trying to get at. Like, no reason to lower your emotional vibration, you know, if unless you want to. So as long as whatever. Next, let's go. I'm not a teacher. I'm just a guy, but I enjoy this. So, step 1, name the moment. When you start feeling weird or different suddenly, ask yourself, did something just change around me? Am I actually feeling this, or am I copying someone else? Make this a habit, because yes, in the beginning you're going to have to be conscious, but over time, second nature, second nature, second nature. Take control. This simple checks puts you in charge, not your nervous system. You know, my people, you don't want to be led astray by your nervous system. You don't want to be led astray by your biology. Cut that shit out. The easiest way to test how much power your biology has over you, like hunger, man. Like, if you're a regular dude, girl, whatever, with no illnesses, then chances are you are fat because you are eating, and your stomach rules over your soul, essentially, because that's if you're something that's really you wanted to do, right? If you hop in a cold shower and you can't bear it, it's because your nervous system is telling you what to do. It's saying this is too much for me, and you listen. But guess what, though? If you're able to stay in a cold shower and build up the resistance, you know, your nervous system isn't going to be bossing you around. Exterior events will no longer lead you around, is what I'm trying to get at, you know? Own that will. We have free will, or supposedly have free will for a reason. You know, what's in our control, what is it in our control, what is not, is not. Step 2. Use a reset phrase. Say a phrase in your head to stop the emotional download. Not mine. I don't need to feel this. What was the previous step? Yeah. Name the moment. Yeah. Name the moment. Then use a reset phrase. Alternate phrases is return to sender. All right? So, you're not liking the vibes. Not mine. I don't need to feel this way. I'm good. Simple option. Pause, reset me. Pick one and use it every time. Repeating this builds a habit in your brain, okay? This is what's going to give you that edge, you know? You want to be successful? Here you go. While everyone is reflecting others' emotions, especially if you're not in a wealthy neighborhood filled with wealthy people, filled with emotionally wealthy people. Chances are you're absorbing and reflecting bad vibes. And honestly, keep those bad vibes out of me. I'm good. So, step 3, physical pattern break. Touch your chest, press your thumb to your palm, and this will anchor you. Take one deep breath through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Gently squeeze your fingers or arms. It creates a physical sensation to focus on. Because remember, you also have to move your attention away from the exterior world back inwards. Count backwards from 5. It redirects mental focus. Do one of these every time you feel hijacked. These create a body reset, breaking the emotional loop. Okay? Get into the habit of catching it and then breaking it, catching it and breaking it. And don't give up. Don't give up. That's the most important thing. Create a calm shield routine. Stand still. Pause before entering a room. Take one breath. Center yourself with a single focused breath. And say your mantra. I stay in my energy. I do not absorb, I observe. This builds emotional boundaries, like a silent personal rule. You could hate all you want. I'm here doing this. And eventually I won't even been doing it. It's autopilot. That is the difference between you and I. I'm grounded. We are grounded, right? I mean, I'm making this PowerPoint. I'm learning this in real time, you know. Whatever I'm chatting about, whatever I'm presenting is what I'm learning. You know what I mean? This is my hobby, and I'm just sharing the hobby I would have done by myself in my room with the world. So anyways, let's keep going. After social time, download yourself. Ask yourself, what emotions were mine? What emotions are theirs? And then write it down. Tired, curious, them, loud, fast, anxious. That wasn't me. Doing this helps you know what you really feel, not what you copied. Bonus tools. Wear noise canceling earbuds or sunglasses in public to limit input. I think most people do something along the lines of that. Take breaks. Take short breaks in social settings to reset your system. Don't be embarrassed about this. Just take some time. Be like, yo, I'm a little overstimulated. Let me get some breathing room. You know, on one-on-ones, I don't feel that bad. But you put me in like a group of 5 to 6 people, man, shit's challenging because there's conversation flow. I could definitely handle pairing up, but it's, I would say, these major conversations, because I always what's the word? I treat every single conversation like I don't even know. I want to say dance, but not even a dance, like a sword fight. Not even like a sword fight, but um I think there's an art, you know, talking to people, getting to know people. I think it's definitely an art form. And whatever, getting sidetracked. Then pressure tools. Use weighted blankets or pressure tools after social exposure. So a quick summary. No metaphors, just straight facts. If a situation is suddenly feeling weird, always ask, is this mine? Situation, someone is upset or intense, silently say, not mine, then breathe. Before social time, remind yourself to stay in your energy. Call yourself a rock. I like to imagine myself as a pond with no breathe. I said breathe. A pond, a lake, an ocean. Depends on my energy levels, right? But there's absolutely no wind, breeze, or anything. It's kind of like in a vacuum. And if I notice ripples in my imagination world, I know something has impacted me. You know what I'm saying? But figure out what works for you. After social time, make a note either mentally, physically. maybe in the beginning do it a bit physically, just to like really prime yourself and learn. But ask yourself what was mine, what was theirs, and if you need a quick fix, at least every time you're trying to reset, either do the press palm, squeeze your arm, count back 5 to 1, make it a habit. Eventually, as you improve and get better and more consistent, and your neurons are wiring and firing together, it will work. It's kind of just like with weight loss, or any other type of success. It's discipline and actually wanting it and doing the chore. But if you honestly do all these things, which doesn't really ask too much of you, there is time for all of this stuff because it's happening in real time and it's a couple words. If you do want to override your mirror neurons and be ahead of the curve, because this is the new meta, I'm giving you human builds. Like, if you want an edge over the competition, I don't know what else to describe it, but you want to be superhuman, this is what you gotta do. I mean, not honestly, nah. I'm exaggerating, but this is something I'm doing right now, and I thought I'll share it. It's cool. I'm definitely, the reason I'm even doing this is because I was looking up how to override it because I was socializing way too much, and I was like, because I'm a smiley person, and I was getting, I'm not gonna say annoyed, but I would just see some people and my smile would break. This is what made me like look into this. I said this is not cool. I said I break the way my mind is. I break the smile when I want to break the smile. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I'm going in my head. But people were somehow breaking my smile because they're scowling and look so unhappy. That shit breaks my smile. Yeah, I bring it back because at the moment my corner is dropped, I bring it back up. But I still said, man, all it takes is to like be caught lagging for a split second and you die. You know what I'm saying? So I said, and then I started like looking into this, and I thought I'll share it. Will I update y'all? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what this channel is gonna be, and I've gone way too long. But yeah, and I'm not wearing the logo today. No uniform. Like I said, with the clothes, if you want your clothes to actually have power and meaning, I'm wearing the All Sublime logo only when I'm thriving, okay? If I'm not thriving, I'm not wearing that shit. Why? Because I'm trying to infuse it with essence, with God energy, so that eventually over time, because it's still marinating, but I don't know how long it's going to take, but there will be a day I will put that on, and it will be so infused with that thriving energy. Even if I'm having a bad day, I put on my superhero suit and I'm thriving, and that's the goal. But anyways, yeah, that's the reason why I'm not wearing the logo. Terms of the channel, man, it's pretty fun. I found something I enjoy doing, so that makes me happy. Oh shit, I got class right now, so bye.